Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We're out here today at Fairview Farms in beautiful downtown. Do you know where we are, Cory? It's Don Mills. We're in beautiful downtown Don Mills,
Ontario.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to their sugar bush. And I've got Cory here with me today. Hi, Cory.
Hey. And here we're going into the bush.
Have you been here before?
Yeah, I think I have.
There. Okay, so we're out here at Elgie's bush, and Bill is here with me today, and of course Cory.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go up to a maple tree, and Bill's gonna show us actually how to tap a maple tree. Bill, okay?
Yeah.
Now, we had about 15 people tapping when we tapped our bush. I don't know how many ash trees or beech trees are tapped, but you have to make sure it's a maple tree, don't you, Bill?
Yes. Yeah. And the only reason I know it's maple tree is, well, because I know it. I know hard maple, soft maple, and that. But what we do, oh, here's one off. This is what happened. This little line got knocked off. You can see it's dripping out there.
Is that syrup there now, Bill?
That's just maple sap.
Oh.
Yep.
So how much sap does it take to put on a pancake?
A lot. Soft maple is lower sugar content than hard maple trees. Soft maple, the sugar content might be 1.5%, where hard maple might be up to 3, I guess. So
You want more hard maples in?
yeah, which we don't have. We've got about half and half. In the lower, wetter ground, we go grow soft maple. Hard maple don't like wet feet. They'll just grow up on the higher, sandier ground. So through here, you'll just see soft maple, basically. So we come along, we got a 5/16 drill bit, super sharp, used for tapping, for drilling holes. And I'll pull this off for ease, but...
Oh, you don't have to pull that out.
But we drill a hole about 2 inches deep, tap that in, and then you can see the sap running right today. And then we have kind of a little modified Y here just in the pipes. So 2 taps in one, and then just go into the top of the pail there. Normal day, the pail might be 1/3 to half full. I have seen them where all the pails are full, but that's pretty rare.
That's a good day.
Very good day. Very good day. Doesn't happen too often.
It's a good day till it comes time to gather.
Yes, but that's what you're here for.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what you're here for. So you can see we've got quite a few plastics. Then we've still got some aluminum pails. Do you need good light? Yeah, here's one. Still got some aluminum pails, well, a couple hundred aluminum pails. Just dripping, not as quite as good. Same basic concept, a little different spile. These are called health spiles because you drill a smaller hole, just a 5/16 hole, and the tree heals up a little faster. So that's pretty. Then you smack them in the tree towards the end of February there, and hopefully you get some weather that...
So that's only a 5/16 hole.
Yes.
I think our old tin ones, we use 9/16 or something.
Yeah.
Big
They're quite
hole.
a bit bigger.
Yeah.
These are called health spiles, just for the health of the tree. They'll heal up a little faster.
So
This
that's
is
a hard maple. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Different skin on them.
Yeah, that's a soft maple there.
Soft maple, soft maple. Like I say, in this low ground, they're mostly soft maple, as you can see.
So what's the difference from soft maple and hard maple?
Well, the trees, actually the wood is a lot harder in a hard maple. They're slower growing. Soft maple grow really fast, and soft maple, like I said, like wetter, they'll tolerate wet ground, where the hard maple won't live in swampier ground like this. Soft maple will.
So we're gonna head over to the shanty and see how they boil this stuff down. Okay, so we're up at the sugar. What do you call it? The sugar shack or sugar shanty?
Sugar, yeah, either.
Ours is a shanty.
Ours is a shack.
Pretty nice, as I said before. Pretty nice siding you got here.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So you got milk cows back here?
No milk cows, but they work perfect for sap storage because they're stainless steel. You can clean them good, and they're insulated. They just work very well. You can keep stuff clean and doesn't make build a biofilm up from the sugar and that kind of stuff. So.
Why do you guys have a ladder right there that goes up there?
So we can look into the sap tank, see how full it is. So.
Your GPS doesn't tell you that?
No, it doesn't. Nope. Nope.
And we've got Lori here today. Lori's come to help gather. Haven't you, Lori?
I have. That's my duty.
Oh, man, that is an awful job gathering.
And there's our system for gathering.
John Deere.
Yeah, if we get a good run, we'll have 2 4-wheelers going with 4 barrels, and just gather by pails, fill the barrels, bring them back here, and then we have a little sump pump hooked on to. Well, I could have hooked that up.
Oh yeah.
And then we just drop them in the barrel and pump it up into the tanks. We have a filter. We filter all the sap going in. 100 micron filter, sap filtering it, and then it goes into the sugar shack from there. So.
Well, let's go and have a boo.
I'll let you take over to Earl from now.
And now I'm here with Earl. He's kind of the, I guess you're the fireman here, are you?
I guess so. I don't have a red hat to put on, but yeah, I do. I tend to look after the boiler, the evaporator a little bit more than Brother Bill and Lori. My wife Nancy spills me off when I'm gathering. Yeah. I think Brother Bill showed you the outside tank. Basically, this is a evaporator, wood-fired evaporator. Raised flues. The raised flues help increase the surface area in which the sap can boil. On top of the evaporator, we have what the folks Reese family made up. They call it pre-vap, and what we're doing here is using waste heat that would normally fill this room like a sauna to preheat or pre-evaporate the raw sap that is coming in off from the tank outside.
So it looks like the sap is overflowing.
Yeah, it's just basically a pump, cascades it across a sheet of metal, stainless steel metal, and
Oh, it's running down in there.
yeah, it just cascades down. Watch yourself, Cory.
Whoa.
Well, it's like a water feature.
Exactly. Yes. It's just taking that raw sap, and this evaporator syrup pan is all regulated the level by float valves, and it just recirculates that sap until the float opens the valve and drops it into the flue pan here.
So does that clean it? Like how it goes through, does it clean the sap?
No, my brother Bill filter it out there. That takes a lot of the bark out and little bugs and so on and so forth, which you get with maple syrup with the pail system. And
This is going to do a lot of preheating.
oh gosh, this gets rid of a pile of
Yeah, it saves a lot down here.
oh, exactly.
So is that like a waterfall going down?
Yep. If you can see, there's just a little pipe there, and a little pump. Just come over here, Cory. The sap flows in here, and there's a pipe goes inside that little teepee or that plenum, and it preheats the sap. And this little float here, once it gets down, calls for more sap, and it just this little pump here just pumps it back up into that pipe.
Well, it looks like there's some sap dripping?
This is just condensation water. And down there is we get a lot of condensate too because of the hot evaporating steam from the sap is meeting the cold air, so we get condensation. We always got lots of hot water.
That's a lot of water.
Yes, we'll go through probably on a normal day, probably a couple of those barrels a day.
So where's the excess water going?
We just got a little tube out there and it just drains out in the bush.
Just in the bush?
Yep.
So that's all the
I
extra.
turn that heat down, so I get it turned down. I turn it right down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's right down.
Pretty well.
Is there what sap upstairs?
Hot check.
So yeah, that's how this works. And in our finishing pan here, syrup comes in and we just keep boiling and boiling and boiling. Maple sap traditionally runs about 7 degrees above the boiling point of water. So in our case, we take the sap up to about 222, 221 degrees. I crack the valve, and when the temperature gets down to about 219, 218 Fahrenheit, I shut the valve. I put it into a felt filter here and filter the syrup that way. And then we take it into this room here. Not enough in there.
It's hot in there.
Yeah. And I put it in this, what they call a finishing pan. And it is just heated with a propane burner that I can regulate the heat. Nice part about it, when it gets up to that 7 degrees above the boiling point of water or sap, I can shut the heat down and as soon as I turn the valve, the heat's gone. Whereas the old wood fire,
Yeah, it don't shut down.
the wood fire, you're playing with a lot of heat there.
So like over here, like by where the barrels are,
Yeah.
like it gets all the extra water and stuff and puts it in there.
Well, a lot of the the excess water, the condensate goes in that barrel, and then we just have a hose runs out just behind the sugar shack here. It drains out that way.
So what do you think, Cory?
Good.
Good?
And then, yeah, I filter it through these felt filters. Filter it twice through that. Once it gets hot, and then I use an instrument called a hydrotherm to measure the sugar level.
So what's it supposed to be?
66.8% bricks or sugar. To be, I think that's the number.
And then there's different grades of syrup.
Yes, yep, different grades. Different grades. Here's the different grades. Here's the old. This came into effect last year. I think it was for 2016.
So when did you figure out, like over there, that has to be around like 220,
Yeah.
219?
Yep.
Then you stop it. When did you figure that out?
When do I figure? I just look at that thermometer, Cory. Yep, I just go by the thermometer.
No, like how did you know like that's the like?
Oh, that's the magic number?
Yeah.
Oh, people like your grandpa here told me that's the number years ago.
That's always been the number.
That's always been the number. It's just years and years and years ago, 150 years ago, they probably said that's kind of the number we gotta use.
Because like that's the perfect amount of heat.
Yep, that's the perfect amount of heat and the perfect temperature. Yep.
So when you get done, Earl, what do you do with all this syrup?
We bottle it in bottles. Mostly 1 liter bottles. Yeah.
Oh, that's a big one.
4 liter bottles, 1 liter bottles, and then we have some 500 ml bottles.
So then you just make a lot of pancakes, or what do you do with all the syrup?
No, all our syrup we sell out of our houses. out of my brother and Bill and Lori's house and Nancy and our house.
So if somebody wanted some syrup, they just give you a call?
Yep, yep. In order for us to sell, it's got to be. In order for us to sell it, it's got to be graded, either darker amber, and our full address has to be on it.
Well, Earl, thanks for taking the time.
Hey, I appreciate.
I really enjoyed coming out here and
Well, we're always glad to show what we got. It's not much compared to some big operations, but we're happy with what we're doing, and we like people to come out and see how stuff's made.
Yeah, I think it's
educate the consumer.
It's a first-class operation how you're doing it here. That's a very neat and tidy in there and clean. I think there's probably a lot of places would love to have this.
Well, it's ours, and I guess we're proud of what we got, and we're not afraid to show what we got.
So, like, you guys make, like, how much money off of this syrup?
How much money off this syrup?
It's a break-even proposition,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Money in our operation, if we figured out what we got invested versus what we make,
And
we
hours
wouldn't be doing it.
and time.
And time and effort and so on. But we enjoy doing it. We have a bush that's here, and we don't have any idea, any inclination to put a bulldozer to it or knock it down or cut it down or anything. So
It's just a unique form of agriculture is what it is.
It is. Different form of agriculture. A woodlot's a good form of agriculture.
Alrighty.
So you guys make, like, how many, like, pails of buckets do you make? Like,
Syrup?
How many buckets are out in the bush?
yeah.
Oh, we have probably, I don't know how many buckets. We probably have about 630 taps or spiles.
And some of them would be two
Yeah.
taps to a bucket, to a big bucket.
Yeah,
It's still a lot of gathering, isn't it?
yeah.
Well, we'll let you get back to gathering. We're gonna get out of town.
All right.
I gotta go. We gotta go, don't we, Cory?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to see you.
Well, I guess that's it for this tour. I want to thank everybody that takes the time to watch the Soybean Man on the YouTube there, and I guess we've had a good tour here of the Elgies bush. What did you think of the Elgies bush?
Well, Grandpa, I guess we've been there.
Well, I guess we have, and thanks a lot.